Alright guys, gals, and everything between, this is actually my second time recording this because apparently microphones decide to just not work sometimes. Thank you, microphone. Alright guys, gals, and everything between, I'm here today to review for you Pet Sematary. So Pet Sematary is an adaptation of Stephen King's beloved book, and now brought to the screen again after the film from the 80s. So Pet Sematary, if you don't know, is a film about a family. They're trying to start a new life per se, with less excitement from the big city. They're trying to go out to the farmlands. They buy a bunch of property, and there's some dark hidden secrets there, and then some shenanigans unfold. I have to say that this film was good. I enjoyed it. There's definitely some issues that are coming to mind that are pretty glaring, but the rest of it was great. Let's start with the positives. Okay, first off, Jason Clarke and John Lithgow. Oh my god, they steal the show. They are so good, each of them in each of their parts, especially Jason Clarke. Jason Clarke, I am certain, is going to win an Oscar someday because that man, he knows how to show pain on his face. John Lithgow, of course, is great. If you've watched Dexter, you know this. If you've watched, well, anything with John Lithgow, you know this. He is spectacular in everything he's in, and I just love the way he delivers the classic line from Pet Sematary of sometimes dead is better. And you're just like, yeah, John Lithgow, you go. I will say with the acting, the child actors did good for child actors, so there's that. I'm not really gonna lay in and throw the book at a poorly delivered line of a child actor because they're kid. We move on to the wife. The wife character, don't remember her name. She is not the star of the show in terms of performance. It looks like she's phoning it in on a lot of the lines. And if that's how she was told to deliver them, that's on the directors, not her, but she definitely did not give her A game, in my opinion. Now I will say, for those of you who are purists of the book, I read the book a long time ago. I'm rereading it now. But they did take some major creative liberties at times. Just accept it. It's still Pet Sematary for the most part. They did again take creative liberties. I was fine with it. Just let it be. Going on to some other issues, we have the glaring issue of the fact that the pacing is a problem. I can tell that a studio came through and went, oh, well, you want to make a longer horror film. I see, that's fascinating. But we can get more butts in the seats to a horror film if we just snip, snip, snip. Yeah, your 115 minute movie, 90 minutes now. We just increased our box office numbers. You're welcome. And that's just not good for anybody. If they release a director's cut for this film, I'm all over it. Because they knew what they were doing, because it's two directors. They knew what they were doing. The atmosphere, the cinematography, all of it was perfect. It was creepy. It was just anxiety-filled. That's what Pet Sematary needs to be. But they don't get to show their full story, in my opinion. It's not bad. It's just that you can see, in my opinion, some edit spots because characters just kind of randomly have different motivations and just sort of do things and just sort of have things, and you say, where did that come from? And that's what I'm talking about. And that's particularly in the second to third act. The pacing really struggles in the second act. The first act, amazing. Like, whoa. The third act, really good. Second act, some things just don't add up. And I'm not going to spoil what they are, but you'll see them, I'm certain. And you'll probably comment below and go, oh yeah, I saw that. That made no sense to me. Whether you read the book or didn't, especially if you didn't read the book, you're going to go, That doesn't work. Aside from that, the other flaw is that there's a couple really dumb, like, late 90s horror film jump scares where it's just like a pointless jump scare, because honestly they shouldn't have put those in there, because it's like, oh hey, we got to remind you this is a horror movie. No, I loved the fact that they were trying to build this atmosphere and get you sucked in, and as you're being drawn in, then they hit you with stuff, because there are some great shots that are unsettling and things like that, especially with that freaky weird cat, and I don't trust cats anymore. Besides that, there's then just jump scares where you're like, why is that there? You already had the atmosphere going. Oh, wait, it's because they insisted, probably on a studio level, that you have jump scares. Gotcha. Unless the directors wanted jump scares, in which case I say, you guys were wrong. Those jump scares didn't work, because they were literally those pointless jump scares that I go, really? Anyways, I know I'm crapping on that part of the movie a lot, but I had a lot of fun with this film. I enjoyed it. I had a good roller coaster of a time. The film as a whole is definitely not traditional Hollywood, but you could see where traditional Hollywood was trying to go with it, but it still was enjoyable. In my Black Friday haul videos, I talk about movies that I would not normally buy that I do on Black Friday. This is one of those movies that I would say, yeah, Pet Sematary was on sale at Target for $5, so I picked it up. This is one of those times that I would rewatch it for, as if I picked it up for like $5. I'm not saying, again, it's bad. It's a good movie. It's just not a great movie. I could see the potential, which is why I say I would love to see a director's cut, if there is one. But aside from that, I would say you guys should go see it at a discount viewing. So that's my rating. If you need to know my rating, that's the rating. Anyways, so if you can go to the early admission showings, because a lot of people don't know, many theaters, if you go to the first showing of the day, they give you a pretty decent discount. And then if you go throughout like a matinee time, it'll be worth your time. I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't regret seeing it. I will eventually watch it again. But yeah, it's a good time. And so that's that. All right, guys, gals, and everything in between, what did you think of Pet Sematary? Did you like it more? Did you like it less? People who read the book, did you guys enjoy it? What did you get from it? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.